In this video, we'll be giving some Pioneer CDJ-3000s test outs. I asked my good friend Devstar, who is a Toolroom Academy DJ teacher. He is incredible on the Pioneer CDJs. If you've watched some of his videos on his Instagram and his social media, I'll drop those links below. You'll know he's a master on CDJs. So we asked him to test them out for us and give them a good once over. He has done this really good MiniMix for us, testing out loads of the new features, and then after the MiniMix, stick around because he's going to explain how he used the new features and how he kind of used them and what he did with them, so you can learn off them as well. As I said, stick around to after the MiniMix. Hope you enjoyed both. Let's dive into the MiniMix. Let's go.
Right guys, hope you're well. That was my CDJ-3000 MiniMix. That's my first MiniMix and first time playing on the CDJ-3000s, which I feel very lucky about because I've been lent these by Data Transmission and Pioneer to do a quick bit of content. I'm going to do a quick walk around some of my favourite aspects of the new kit. The very first thing which I notice, and it sounds like an odd thing to notice, is how light this unit is, right? I think it's because there's not a disc player in it, so it's a USB only or other digital player, and there's no CD drive, and partly that and partly the materials which have been used to create it, I think makes it lighter. So if you pick it up next to the CDJ-3000 Nexus 2, weighs a ton. The second thing I noticed straight away was how big the screen is, and it's so easy navigating as well. We've got more buttons at the top now, so we can jump to tag list, browse, playlists, and all of this is touch screen as well. So I'm on artists now, I can go to playlists if I want, search through playlists, all of it is touch screen, super easy. I still like to use a bit of a combination with the jog wheel. I don't know why, it's just probably just a bit of habit, and maybe I'll change that over time. But I still like the jog wheel, but in terms of navigating, it really is so quick and easy to do. Got a search function up here as well, so you can quickly search for tracks, easy. Part of the techniques I use on the MiniMix, there's two really important ones here for me, and the first is the 8 cue buttons, the 8 hot cue buttons. Now I do use 8 hot cues in my sets of MiniMixes anyway, but on the CDJ Nexus 2, you've got to flick over to the next page of your hot cue banks, which can be quite difficult if you jump in from one of your hot cues positioned over here, then you need to go to your second page. It's quite a challenge. In this mix, I had a load of chords set up. I recorded different notes and I put them across the hot cue bank, essentially like a keyboard. So if I just play these now. So those are the bass notes of my chords. I've also got the top end of these chords as well. So, and with a nice little slow break stop as well. So much you can do here. And the first thing I wanted to do on this kit was basically play it like an instrument. I've set these chords up in advance for this one. In other mixes, I might actually jump into a track, maybe there's a piano track and maybe there's a piano solo in the middle where there's no drums. And what I might do is on Rekordbox, go into that piano solo and start picking apart the individual notes from that solo and assigning them different notes on my hot cue bank and playing them like an instrument. But this one, I wanted to have a bit more freedom, and I also wanted to know which notes I was hitting, so I recorded the notes in advance on Logic and then I play them in. Took a bit of practice, but so much fun playing this like an instrument. I've got the quantize button turned off, which is really important for this because the timing isn't at a clear division. It's not a beat division, it's not a half beat division, it's not a quarter beat division. So I've got to have the quantize off because there's a bit of swing in there. I mainly use this deck as well in this mix for a cappella use and the chords. So actually it's all right for me to have the quantize turned off. If I was using hot cues with drums, for example, like I do on this deck, I've got the quantize turned on. That just helps me keep my timing a bit more precise. Now, the other really important improvement with the CDJ-3000 is this key shift. So here at the top, we've got 3 new buttons as well. So we've got beat loop, beat jump, which I didn't use in this mix actually. What you don't have is this key shift. So this is useful for two things. Well, one is to match your keys with, if you're playing a track in say A minor and this one's in a different key, maybe it's A sharp minor for example, then you can reduce the key with one button, one semitone per press, go down or up. Now If you are playing tracks in the mix and you want them to be in key, you still don't want to be messing around by jumping too far away from the natural key of the track. Because what's going to happen is, although this software is very good, I've noticed if you're jumping away like 12 semitones or maybe 7, you're actually going to start to lose quality. So I still think if you are going to use it for matching, the harmonic tones from one track to another, you do need to have it so you're not jumping too wildly away from the natural key. The way I've used it in this mix, as you would have noticed, is I got a loop on these chords. Now that's actually the first 2 chords here, so I've got a 2-bar loop. So what I've done is I'll use the pitch blend to create a new melody. So again, just create more interest in the mix. Love that pitch bend sort of effect. And what you can do is, as you go away from the pitch, we've got a reset button in the middle of the screen, so it's so easy to get back to where you should be. I've had so much fun with this. Another way you could use it as well is for risers. Yeah, that was new. That sounded quite cool. Again, this is all just trial and error to find things which work well, and then you have to take it to the next step and think about how to incorporate it into your set. Because this is quite melodic, this part, I had to do it with a track or part of a track which was less melodic, so either just a drum intro, as I think I did with this one, or perhaps drums and bass line, so there's not any other competing melodic elements. One other thing I quickly want to mention is how quickly the loading speed is of this. Like already, I've just clicked on that now, and already all of the hot cues are lined up, lighted up. If I did the same thing on the CDJ-3000 Nexus 2, flashing, 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 next page, flashing, 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 flashing. So it takes quite a while. It's quite a massive difference. It's so quick. So again, if you're doing lots of fast interchanges between tracks, it's so quickly and easy to jump into your next track and get on the hot cues straight away. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the mix and also the quick walkthrough on the CDJ-3000. It is a fantastic bit of kit. I can't wait for us to get back into clubs, hopefully next spring, and hope to see some of these new bits of kit in clubs so we can start playing around with all the new features. If you want to know about track IDs on this, make sure you hit a comment, or if you've got any other questions on this mix, hit a comment or drop me a message on social media, and I'll be happy to answer. Thanks again for watching. Cheers.
I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got a lot out of it. What do you think? Are you going to get some CDJ-3000s? Are you waiting for the clubs to open again so you can play on some 3000s? Have you tried them? Have you got some? Drop it in the comments, let us know. Let me think what you think of this video as well. I might get Dev to do other testing for us as well. If you've got any questions for me or Devstar, drop it in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you're new, say hello. I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you again next time. I've been Grahame. He's been Devstar. We'll see you again soon. Bye.